I don't want to forget anybody. I just took my shower, and while I was in the shower, thought about it. Zweli Martin Dlamini absolutely has to be a part of this transitional government because he is a fountain of knowledge, and I think he has been investigating some of these cases since way back then. And so people like Zweli Martin Dlamini, I have not forgotten you, Zweli. And Zweli Martin Dlamini, maybe Eugene Dube. Those are the two journalists that come to mind. They have to be a part of this process, as well as private sector industry giants like Dr. Futim Toba, who's my aunt. She's in South Africa. She's a South African Businesswoman of the Year, and has been advisor to Mandela, Botutu, Bozuma, Mbeki. I think she could be first chartered accountant, Black South African to make partner in a major city CPA firm. She ran Deloitte and Touche for many, many years. I don't know where she is now, but that's my auntie. And I think that she should be a part of this transitional government to bring the legal, to bring the financial expertise. You know, we need people who are going to help us with the control environment, to help us with the budget, the forecasts, the fiscal monetary policy, that sort of thing, as well as health experts. I can think of Dr. Xolani Mdluli, who's here in California, who's an expert in infectious diseases. Dr. Xolani Mdluli is a specialist in infectious diseases, played a major pivotal role in COVID-19 in the United States, and he's been helping to drive policy. So we want to bring him back and include him as part of this transitional government. Even if he comes in remotely, now you don't have to be in the same room to have meetings. So he could come in as part of this transitional government from California, where he works as a medical doctor, specialist in infectious diseases, actually, infectious diseases. And he told me while he was still in school here in America that he wanted to go and specialize in infectious diseases. And sure enough, he did. And he played a very major pivotal role in the United States, based in California. I was with him out in Los Angeles at the graduation of Skanyis. Skanyis at the graduate Biola University and at Los Angeles in Beverly Hills. And then, those are the people I can think of. Phuthuma Nhleko, who runs MTN. I think he could be very instrumental and possibly be the transitional president, because I think that he's a visionary. He has taken MTN to nothing to what it is today. I think Phuthuma Nhleko, I know him very well. He was a mentor of mine. And I know the father who went to Harvard University. I know the family. I was best friends with his younger brother, Anthony Nhleko. I think he's a brilliant guy. He studied in Georgia and Ohio University here in the United States. And he's an engineer. So he could bring a lot of expertise to the table. So I'm thinking of just people that could really help us. So we could expand the team probably from 15 to 20. It's fine because it's a transitional government. And where the funding will come from defense. All the money that Mswati is spending now to build all this military thing that we don't really need in Swaziland, because Swaziland is not an enemy of anybody. So I don't know why we would build this a super humongous military and spend 80% of the budget on the military. No, we're going to let them go. And most of them, military, let them go home, especially the ones that we know have committed crimes, have been shooting and killing Swazis. We'll definitely let those go. We're going to go through the ranks, go through the line, and say, okay, this is the skeleton military we're going to have in Swaziland, and that's all we need. And then, so the funding, the members of parliament, from understand, they make, what, 49,000 a month? So $40,000 to $50,000 a month we could pay these guys. It's going to come from the budget reallocation from defense to the transitional government, and we fund them, we pay them, or we could give them stipends as they come and have sessions and they sit, depending. But I think that this is a necessary thing that needs to happen. We're going to legal experts. I've mentioned some of them going to be Americans. I guess on the ground in Swaziland, I can think of Bola Kihau. I can think of Botulane Masego. I can think of. Oh, by the way, Peggy, I have not forgotten you, Peggy Makubu, who was also very instrumental in documenting some of these cases and let us read stuff about what's going on. So we need journalists, we need medical experts, we're gonna need financial experts. If you need me, I can come in remotely and help you guys out. But I choose not to be a part of this transitional government. But if you Swazis want me, then I'll be a part of it and bring my financial expertise. I mean, I run multi-billion-dollar entities in America. I can really help you. Swaziland is nothing. I can do it with my eyes closed. So to help create the control environment, I can work with my auntie, Dr. Futem Toba, and we can come up with some structures to make sure that we deter theft, fraud, and embezzlement, that sort of thing. Okay? I'm not going to extend it because the video keeps cutting, but this is the last segment. It's the final segment. If I've forgotten anybody, I apologize, but it is what it is. But let's get to work.